We now know all there is about the migration and settlement of the Akuapems from our last conversation in the previous episode. This time, we focus on some key areas that define the people of this town. I'm talking about religion, customary rights, staple foods, among other things. Join us as we learn some more. This is still People and Places. Welcome back to People and Places. We are still speaking to our guest, Nana Ado Kwata, the Kronti Safuhene of Akuapem. There's this popular saying that the Akuapems Obuade. You are very respectful people. Some people even say, you say "mepacho" before you insult people. So how true is this saying?
Yeah. It is true. It is really true. And it is, it was due to our model, our Christianity model. You see, the early missionaries taught us a lot. And they polish us to a level that, in those days, the Basel missionary will not give you an inch to fool around. So our great-grandfathers passed through a lot of training, and they impart that training into their children, into that generation coming down, you see. So it reached a certain time, it's difficult for an Akuapem man or woman even to open his or her mouth and insult somebody. You know, time changes. And now we are really mixed up.
Okay.
So now it is not the way you know it. You know, it has come to be a different system now. But previously, you know, the Basel missionary, like I remember when I was in school, there was a popular saying, say, "So far that this is you kwasia to wechi, you know, and that will put fear into you. At school, we are taught to respect our elders. When you see somebody on the street, you greet the person and you respond, "Me pacho who to say."
Okay.
Pacho who ye, and that is how Akuapem started, you know, in that order. Not that we are afraid of people, but we respect people.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since you spoke about the Presbyterians, let me just delve into religion.
Yeah.
Again, the Akuapems are mostly associated with Christianity.
Yes.
What's it? We're Basel for.
Yes, sure.
Can you tell us what is the main religion of the people of Akuapem?
Yeah. We are Presbyterians. When they came, my grandfather, Buafu Penny, saw it as a mission, something that will bring progress to the people. So he gave this land to Nana Ado Dankwa first.
Okay.
He is the authority to hand it over to the Presbyterians.
Okay.
But the land is mine. But we gave it out because he is the Akuapem, and he gave it to the Presbyterians.
Okay.
Yes. I share common boundary with them. Yes.
So the people of Akuapem are mostly Christian.
Christians.
So then we took a tour to Larteh, and we saw a lot of shrines.
Yes.
How is it that there are a lot of Presbyterians here, but there are a lot of shrines in Larteh and other places like that?
I think before we started this interview, I told you that before the coming of the kings, the Guans and the Chiripons, they were not having chiefs. They were led by fetish and fetish priestesses. So, from that background, you could see what I'm talking about. So I'm saying. But, notwithstanding, there are so many Christians too over there.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, but we have the shrines. We are working in line, so I don't see anything wrong with it. Yes, because they are doing their side of the work, and the Christians who are doing their side of the work. So all is geared towards the progress of the area. Yes.
So, when we came, let me use that as an example. We came with schnapps.
Yes.
And it was part of customary
Yes.
rites. And I know Christianity doesn't involve such things. So then it means that there's traditionality and then there's Christianity.
Yes, sure.
How do both come into connection when it comes to
you entered into my parish, not a catechist's house.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Yes.
You entered into my parish. You see, I have my tradition. My tradition says when you are coming here, you have to offer me a schnapps. I will go to my storeroom and offer prayers for you. I pour libation for you, for your well-being, for things to go better for you, so that next year by this time when I will meet you again, you are somebody bigger than what you are. That is our belief.
Okay.
That is the belief of my ancestors since time immemorial. And I'm here to continue that. That doesn't come in line with the Christianity.
Okay.
I was born into Presbyterian, baptized into Presbyterianism, but now I'm a chief. So I've departed from that arena.
As in you've stopped being a Christian?
No, I'm still a Christian, all right. But do the Christians see me on that level? I don't know. So I combine the two. But when I die today, I'm not going to the Christian cemetery. I have my own cemetery.
Okay.
There I'm going.
Okay.
And I know I'll go to heaven.
Okay. Okay, so you pour libation and you perform other rituals, but you also pray.
Pouring of the libation is where the Christians don't understand this. But at times, they don't get the concept very well. Pouring of libation, we call on the Almighty God.
Okay.
At that time, before the coming of the Christianity, we didn't know any other body. But we know there was a supreme being, that is God. So our forefathers, they pour and say, that is the one in heaven. You see what I'm saying? So we are in line, but putting the schnapps on the ground is the problem to the Christians. So, and that's why we can't do anything.
Okay. Pouring of libation. Who is qualified to pour libation?
We have Ochami, a senior linguist. He does that work. Yes. He's like a catechist to us in the storeroom. So he entered into the storeroom to perform all these things. Yes.
And which such occasions call for the pouring of libation?
The pouring of libation during Adai or the Ojura festival, that is the time we do most things like that. Or for example, when someone dies in the family and we know that the soul is going to our ancestral home, we do that also to say goodbye to the person.
We've heard that the Akuapems celebrate the Ojura festival, but we don't know much about Ojura. So first off, what does Ojura mean?
Ojura means purification.
Purification. Okay.
You see, it's the time, we purify the whole area because we've been, the whole year, we've been through so many things. And Adai, to the 9th point, we start the Ojura festival. And that time, Akuapems sit in state, we slaughter sheep and other things, to offer prayers for the state and the nation as a whole. Okay,
so you mentioned the Adai, after which the Ojura follows.
Yes.
And what is the Adai?
The Adai, that is the time the stools, we say they are sleeping. So we have to unlock them and then we bring them out and then we pour libation on it. We feed them, to get them know that we've entered into another set of...
You feed the gods?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
With what?
With mashed yam, white and red, with eggs to feed them. Then we offer a sheep to the stools. Then, we make merry.
White and red yam?
White, mashed yam.
White yam.
Quick mashed yam, cooked mashed yam. But the white one, the red one is with palm oil.
Okay. The Gans have homo because they hoot against hunger in their history and all of that. So How did Ojibwa come about? What happened?
Ojibwa came because of Akatamanso War. Okay. After the Akatamanso War, the Asantes lost certain things, and one of it is Oborman. And the Oborman is a special sacred thing, which Okofanochi from historical background said to the Asantes that one day they will lose it. One day they will lose it. And actually it did happen. So one day you will lose this Oborman and it will go back to his former place, his original place.
Which is here?
Which is here.
Okay, so how did that happen?
Yes.
How did you get involved in the Akatamanso War?
The Akatamanso War is Asante versus all nations. So we were part of it.
Okay.
And
you fought
when the thing got lost, we found it.
Okay.
You see. So you could see the myth surrounding the whole thing. It will go back to the original place. And it is now with us, right now with us. Yes.
So because of those things?
Yes, that brought about the Ojibwa festival.
But in some books, they say that the Akuapems stole it from the Asantes.
Okay.
What do you have to say about that?
I mean, historians keep on twisting facts and trying to, please themselves with whatever they want. But we are at war, we are at war. So how can we steal? We found it. You see, because it was said that it will go back to its original place. And that's exactly what happened.
Okay.
So we found it. Yes.
During Ojibwa, does the Akuapehene have a special dress or clothing he's supposed to wear?
Oh yes. I mean, on Monday, that is the clearing of the path. That day, he received them after they returned from the clearing of path to the royal mausoleum, Mamprobi. When they are back, he received them in his normal cloth. But on Tuesday, when they enter into the mausoleum to bring the Ojibwa is in a form where he is the only person who is to see it. I've never seen it before because I'm not sitting on the Ofori stool. He who sits on the Ofori stool used to see that thing. So when they are coming from the place, they will come and show it to him.
What is it?
That's why I said
nobody knows.
Yes.
It's not even described?
No, it's undescribable.
I see.
So they will come with it. The head of the Abrafo, the Beamuhene, is in charge of that role. So he will come and then Akuapehene will be sitting in state and then he will cover him with cloth.
Okay.
And the Beamuhene will enter into the cloth and then you show it to him alone for some time.
Okay.
And you put it on his lap 3 times, signifying that now we are in for the Ojibwa.
Okay.
And that is Tuesday. The Wednesday is a day for mourning. We mourn our ancestors, the dead, from January coming down to September, October. A special day we remember the past. So the whole town will be black.
Okay.
Nobody wear any other color but black and red all over the township.
On Wednesday?
On Wednesday.
Okay.
Yes. Akuapehene goes to the families where we have stools and then greet them.
Okay.
One by one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And do all 5 divisions celebrate Ojibwa at the same time?
No, we don't celebrate the Ojibwa at the same time because this is Akuapem Ojibwa by Akuapehene. So we help him to celebrate it. But we are not part of it. We help him to celebrate it. You see?
Where we refers to the people of Akropong or
when I
everyone?
say we help him, I mean the divisional chiefs.
Okay, okay.
And I'm talking as a divisional acting divisional chief. So we help him to celebrate his Ujra. Then after his Ujra, then Kruntini will begin his.
Okay.
Yes.
So Kruntini does his separately. The
Adontin separately.
Jasihini also does it separately. Okay.
And the two Nifa and Benkum separately. Yes. But Jasi, because he's his uncle, they do it together. But on Friday, Akuapems will ride in the palanquin through the principal street of Akropong. And then on Saturday, Jasihini will ride in the palanquin to the principal street of Amolokolo and sit in state.
So all of this is within 1 week?
1 week.
Okay.
From Monday to Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday, they go to Presbyterian Church for Thanksgiving, then they finish.
Okay.
Yes. Then Monday, the Kronti division restarts.
Okay.
Yes.
So just before we take a break, I'd want to know the Oborman. Oborman. Okay. What are the measures put in place so it doesn't get missing? And if it does, what are the implications?
If it does, Akuapems will be in jeopardy.
How?
Because that is our spirituality is gone. That is holding us very, very tight.
Okay.
Yes. And it's very, very powerful. And when the guy is coming with it from the royal Muslim, you will enjoy, because he's possessed.
Okay.
Yes.
With the spirit of the Oborman.
Yes, he's really possessed. And he can do so many things. And at the moment, he's at a very tight security right now at Bermuhini's house. And when you enter the parish, you see so many things that shows that there is something sacrosanct at that place.
The conversation is getting more interesting, but there's still a lot more to learn. So don't go away. We'll be back after this short break. Welcome back to the conversation about the Akuapems and their history. We continue. Nana, the people of Akuapems, do they have any taboos?
Any taboos?
Yes, please.
Oh, yes, I will leave that with mine.
Whenever I give birth to Insensia, we have
a child with 6 fingers.
Okay.
I don't know if you have ever seen it.
Yeah.
You have small.
An extra.
It's a taboo.
In those days, they will kill you. They will not allow
From
you.
birth.
Why?
They will not allow you. But with time,
Yeah. You can now be operated upon and
get rid of it.
But why was it happening like that?
The term such people as bad luck.
Bad luck.
Yes.
Okay.
In the olden days, they have their own beliefs and whatever. But such taboos now, during the reign of Nana Addo Dankwa III, our vibrant Akuapems, he cancelled all these taboos.
All of these. Okay.
And to be honest with you, he lived long. He ruled for 41 years.
Wow. That's the longest?
Yes, the longest chief in Akuapems history.
Okay.
41 years on the stool.
Okay. Great. Symbols of Akuapems.
Okay. Akuapems, for example, the Kronti division, this is my symbol.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you please explain it?
Okay. The dog, the fierce dog, you know how strong a dog is. And he senses everything. And this particular dog is a special dog with fire coming from his mouth.
Okay.
That shows that we, the Adriana people, we fight in the morning, we fight in the afternoon, and we fight in the night.
Okay. So you're always fighting?
We are always fighting. We are fierce.
Fighting with who?
Fighting with our enemies.
Okay.
Anyone who dares, we don't spare you. Yes.
You're very strong people.
Very strong. And we are the largest group among all the clans.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Aduana. Yes.
But
the stool is our power, our strength. Yes. And the sword, the two sword, is our kinship.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And I know there's staff.
Yes.
And then there's a palanquin with symbols and all of that.
Yes.
Can you explain a few of them to us?
My staff, we have 2 people with 1 stomach.
Okay,
see,
on your staff?
On the staff. Eating from 1 bowl, and they are struggling.
And they are struggling?
Yes.
Goes to the same stomach.
You see, they are eating into the same stomach, but they are struggling. So that shows that when it comes to the chieftain with power at stage, your brother can fight you for it.
Oh.
Are you with me?
Yeah. Okay.
And that's exactly what happened during the installation of Akuapem here. We saw an uncle and a nephew
struggling. Okay.
So power corrupt and absolute power corrupt.
Absolutely. Okay. I think we call it Ediang. Yes, Ediang. Food.
Yeah.
Let me try to speak Akuapem.
Speak it.
Ediang na Akuapem food odi.
Okay.
What kind of food is special to yes?
Okay. We eat what we call nyama. Nyama.
Okay.
Nyama is specially prepared with cocoyam. We use cocoyam more. Cocoyam, we boil it, and then we make soup surrounding the cocoyam, and then we mash it. Then we put palm oil on top of it. And I tell you, a Dutchman will tell you it's lekker. It's so sweet. It's so nice.
Okay.
Nyama. That is our first food that we like best.
Nyama.
Nyama.
Okay.
There is a saying, Akuapem ni de, woman nyama, and now man abenkwan, now man nyoma, and when you give an Akuapem that particular food I've explained, and you give Akuapem some lovely Presbyterian songs, and then you give an Akuapem at the same time palm soup.
That's all.
The palm soup, we prepare it in a different way.
Okay.
We allow it to boil to a certain time that it settles. Then it becomes thick. But if you put your hand in, you can get it up to a certain level. The inches will be, I mean, I cannot describe it here. But the next day, wait it the next day, and then cook your yam. Cook yam and put it in. You will enjoy it. That is one of it.
Okay.
You see, yeah. And we like light soup. And the light soup, we have special fish we used to put in. Fish that is from the water.
Okay.
Like we call sri. What is the name of it? I don't know that name in English. But sri, and then dry fish, that sort of thing. You add your snails and other issues, then you make it portable and nice, and you enjoy with it. Yeah. And we eat fufu, pounded fufu. Yes, sure.
Okay.
Pounded fufu. Yeah.
Okay. Let's move to marriage.
Marriage, okay.
Do you have a specific group of people that you like your people to marry, or you're open to marry Ewes, Nordness?
Oh, we are open to marry everybody. But the only thing is, you see, we are far away. Our close neighbors are the Gans, the Akuapems, the Akims, the Krobos, and the Ewes. The Asantes are far away from us. So previously, it's very rare to hear a name Sewa in Akuapem, or to hear a name Prempe in Akuapem. No. But you can find the Nikwe's, the Obodais, the Papos jumping about in Akuapem.
Because you marry the Gans a lot.
That is intermarriages.
Okay.
You see, because immediately we reach Kitasi. Kitasi is a mixed town where they speak more of Ga than even the Akuapem. You see, so we have that link with the Gans. In the same vein, when you enter into the Ga territory, you hear the Ofe and San, you hear Ado, you hear all those Opare, a gunman called Opare causing trouble in Accra. You see, a whole lot of things happening, you know. Yeah. And here again, I mean, you hear certain names like the Ewe name, like Maule. You see, yeah, we can hear them also here. You see, we have them. But there are certain particular names. For example, when you enter into Ho, you hear Menukre. Menukre. This is an original Akuapem name. But the person is an Ewe. Because his father or mother comes from this place. Or his ancestors are from here. Okay. You see, that's the intermarriages.
Since we are already with names, let's talk about the naming system with the Akuapems. I understand a lot of you give names, especially with the females, that have beer, a lot of beers. So we have Sechi beer, Opare beer, and the likes. What is the history behind that?
Yeah, the history behind is we normally name them because they are called, maybe the father is Opare and he's naming a girl after that man. Then in short, they call the person Opare Bia. That is the woman Opare.
Okay.
It's very simple. Opare Bia, you know, or Ekufu Bia, or you know, Phobia, like that. That is peculiar with the Akuapems. Other places not like that. When you go to the Achims, when you go to the Shanties, it's not like that. Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about some major landmarks in Akuapem. Which places stand out? Which places define the people of Akuapem?
So we have the Presbyterian Training College, the Presbyterian Church. We have that edifice which, whenever you enter the town, is among the landmarks.
Here is the first church in Ghana, Presbyterian church in Ghana.
Sure.
You know, when they came to Osu, you know, because of the mosquitoes and others, they couldn't settle. Some of them died, and they came to the hinterland, and the place was conducive as it was in Europe.
Okay.
The Akropong or the Akuapem, the weather is very good, so they were able to live. You know, went and brought in others.
Okay.
That's why you see the first training college, the first Presbyterian church. Okay. You know, Abutechi accord that we said, but of late, a trouble ensued between two people at Abutechi on a piece of yam, and the whole town was destroyed.
Over yam?
Yes, a roasted yam.
How?
Well, they struggle for it.
They were struggling for it.
That's why I told you, people normally struggle for food.
And Abutechi
collapsed.
They were struggling over
just between
Mampong
and Amonoklo. What have you seen there?
It's a small town.
Small town,
but it's a big town in Akuapem. To our known, that town is a big town. The chief in that town is one of the powerful chiefs in Akuapem.
That's why they met there to do
the
that.
Place
because of the struggle over yam.
Yes.
Now they have a small town.
Rain down.
I see. Okay.
Tetekwashi Hospital.
And the farm.
The farm. Yes. They brought cocoa.
It's still up.
Okay.
And botanical gardens.
Ebri.
Yes. They started planting all these species of flowers and trees. The weather was very good. They still have it.
The white man enjoyed that place very, very, very well.
I see. There's this tree right in front of the Akuapehine's palace.
Yes.
Very big tree.
Yes.
I understand it's been there for ages.
Yes. His name is Mpeni Kofi.
His name?
Yes.
The tree is a male?
Yes.
Okay.
Mpeni Kofi.
Mpeni
Kofi. Yo, that is the name.
Okay.
Yes.
How did that
You
come
saw the
about?
cloth. Yes,
cloth. In a white.
In a white cloth, yeah. We see that one not as a tree, but we see that one also as a special entity that holds us up and lead us. It's a signal to us when we went to war. We can trace it and know that we are heading towards home.
Oh, so it's been there for how many
300
years?
years that we came here.
Oh.
Yes.
So you revere it?
Yes,
Sort
sure.
of like a god.
When you go underneath, you see a lot of snaps and a whole lot of things. He has a special bowl that we offer drinks, water for it.
And there are special houses that does the rites.
Yes, for it.
So is it one of the gods you feed during Ojura?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And let me come in. It's believed to be a security man also. Whenever we are asleep, it goes around the town. Very tall man.
Protecting us.
We believe.
Yes.
The tree becomes a tall man in the night
It
and
tends
guards
to
over
help
the
it.
city.
Yes.
Tells you
Wow. Okay. How did the tree get there?
The tree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it planted?
No, it wasn't planted. We saw it. We founded it.
You founded it?
Yes. That's why I said 300 years ago, when our forefathers came, they saw it. And it is of meaningful to them.
Okay.
And it is a generational worshipping. We keep on worshipping it up to today. Yeah.
We understand the roots are connected to homes and keeps the homes together.
Yes.
Do you know anything like
Sure.
that?
Just adjacent there, the roots is, it goes deep down to the center of that house. Then behind the house, there is another one too there, a similar thing. So all the 4 houses surrounding it, the roots are there.
Beneath the house.
Beneath the houses.
Okay.
Yes.
And what's the significance?
Yeah, it shows you those houses, they are watering it. They have special things to do with it. And there is another house just behind it. They are feeding Akuapems, you know, and they at the same time passes through this Mpeni Kofi before they go to the Akuapems' house and cook for Akuapems.
Oh,
yes.
I see.
So it's a special link, from Akuapems to the other people
houses. Okay.
And that link is there. Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about prominent people
In Akuapems.
who, yes.
Yes. Okay. Akuapems is always the best when it comes to human resources. You see, we don't produce natural resources, but we produce human resources. The first statistician, Nana Akuapems, who was former Johnson of Akuapems, Ghana's first statistician. Dr. Akuapems, first native doctor.
Okay.
And Dr. A.A. Kwapong, Professor A.A. Kwapong, first Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana.
He's also in Akuapems.
You know, a host of them from Larteh, from a Kwapong, from a Buri, you know, and this is the only area we had 3 head of states coming from here. I think it's the whole world. There is no area, no town that has been able to produce 3 head of states. United States tried to do it by producing the bush, the first bush and the second bush, but they were not able to produce the 3rd bush.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And we've been able to produce Akufo-Addo, and we produce General Kufu, and we produce Akufo-Addo again.
So it means current president Nana Addo Dankwa
He hails from
Akufo-Addo.
here.
Okay.
His father is from here. His mother is from
Achim.
Achim.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But if we are to go to the European way, it's an Akuapems.
He's an Akuapems.
Because he's holding our name, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
Okay.
All the 4 names. You know, they name him after Osiadio Nana Addo Dankwa the first. They name him after that great man. Yes.
So does he have any house here or anything?
Sure.
He does.
Yes. His father is having a house here.
Okay.
Yes.
So
has
he comes
cousins
here
and
often.
Yes. This is his own town.
Well, the father was buried
Here.
and the mother
The mother was buried here near the father.
Okay.
the Presbyterian Cemetery.
Okay.
So this is his town.
Okay.
Sure. And we are proud of him.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
He's too. I understand Bob Marley's wife is now an honorary citizen of Akuapems.
Sure.
You recognize her as
We
such?
recognize her. Yes.
Okay.
He's at the moment at a break.
Yeah.
He's there right now.
Okay.
Because his husband told her that her roots is here.
So you've come to accept her
Yes.
as your
He has been living there for more than 2 or 3 decades.
I
If
see.
I'm not mistaken, or maybe 3 or so 4 decades. Yeah.
Okay.
Living there. Yeah.
Okay.
And now he has a Ghanaian citizenship. So he's going to be buried there in the near future.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about burials, funerals. How does that system work with the Akuapems? How do you bury your dead?
Okay. There again we have 2 setups.
You have
The traditional
okay.
burial and the Christian burial.
Okay.
The Christian burial is the person is, put in state, and then from there to the church, and from the church to the cemetery with a Christian pastor praying for the dead, and then departed. Okay. In the traditional setup, where I know better, you see, there, a night before, we put him on bed, we pour libation, we call the ancestors that so and so person is coming. So they are waiting to receive the person. So the next morning, we allow people to come and pay visit or respect to the dead. They will go round. We don't take the body till 9 p.m. 9 p.m.
The body is laid from which time?
From morning, from the night before.
Till 9 p.m. the next day?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, 9 p.m. the next day. Then the 9 p.m. we make fire, we slaughter sheep, we pour libation and all sort of things. Then by 11:30 we take and we set off to the royal mausoleum.
All this while the body is still out there, whilst you're cutting the ram.
Yes, doing all these things, pouring libations, drumming is going on.
But the body is from the morgue, or?
Yes, it's from the morgue.
So doesn't it give off scent and
No. When it comes here, you see, traditionally we have certain things, certain herbals we used to apply, and we don't hear any scent or any other things. We can put it here more than even 3 days. At times we put.
When there was no morgue.
If it's a chief, the person will lay down here for about 3 or 4 days.
at the palace,
At the
so
palace,
people can
yes.
come. Okay.
Special
leaves.
Herbs.
And for taking over. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You see the reason why I said that we are going to heaven?
This is not to take you back, but I just remembered you speaking about the abrafo during the festival period.
Yeah, sure.
These, who are they?
The abrafo, the executioners.
Okay, so what is their role?
Their role, they are bodyguards to the chief.
Okay.
You know, they protect the chief. They make sure nobody comes near the chief to harm the chief. You see, and during the Ujura festival, they go to the royal mausoleum, you know, assist their leader, who is the Bemuhini, you know, and the Dum Hini, to bring the Ujura to the Akuapem.
Okay.
You see.
But do they, and I know, or I've heard that during festivals, some of these abrafo, I don't know if it applies to the Akuapems, but it's like a period where no one is supposed to go out, but they look for human sacrifices to appease the gods and things like that.
No, it's not.
It doesn't happen
see,
here.
This is in those days.
Okay.
Not now.
Okay.
We are in the 21st century, you know, and so many things have been modernized, and we see it as a crime, you know, to do such a thing. It's a big crime, which you can go to prison for such an act.
Okay.
So it's never done anywhere anymore.
Okay.
The only thing is they smear themselves with some black this thing to make themselves very fearful, and then they protect the king, and that sort of thing. That's their role they play now. Yeah.
Thank you. We still have more though, but I bet you've learned a lot more that you didn't know about the people of Akuapems. This is just the second part, and you want to stay tuned to Ghana Web. My name is Wanda Hagan, and this is People and Places.